Have you ever had one of those mornings where you wake up, stretch your arms, and wonder, when did everything start feeling slower? Maybe you used to pop out of bed like a spring chicken, but now every joint and muscle feels like it needs a minute or two just to warm up. It's not just you. After 70, our bodies have a different rhythm. And while aging is a beautiful journey filled with wisdom and memories, sometimes it feels like our energy and vitality are slipping through our fingers faster than we'd like. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. Small changes can make a huge difference, especially when it comes to what we put on our plates. You see, food isn't just about filling our stomachs anymore. At this stage in life, food is medicine, it's fuel, and it's one of the most powerful tools we have to boost our longevity and keep us feeling vibrant every single day. Today, we're going to talk about 5 simple foods that you can start adding to your diet, starting right now, that could instantly help you feel stronger, sharper, and more alive. No complicated diets, no fancy superfoods you've never heard of, just easy, delicious choices that can truly change how you feel from the inside out. Let's start with one of my personal favorites, berries. Whether it's blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, or raspberries, these tiny fruits are packed with powerful antioxidants that fight off the invisible enemies of aging, inflammation and oxidative stress. Imagine your body like a beautiful old house. Over time, weather, dust, and age wear down the walls and the foundation. Antioxidants are like the team of expert repairmen who come in, patch up the cracks, clean up the dust, and keep everything standing tall for years to come. Studies have shown that seniors who eat berries regularly experience better brain health, improved memory, and even stronger heart function. And the best part? You don't have to eat a mountain of them. A simple handful a day, maybe tossed into your morning oatmeal or blended into a smoothie, can start working wonders. I remember a lovely woman named Margaret, a lively 82-year-old from our community center, who swore by her morning berry ritual. She said it made her feel, in her words, less foggy and a whole lot sassier by noon. Now, while berries work their magic inside your body, another powerful food quietly strengthens your bones, your muscles, and your energy levels at the same time. I'm talking about leafy greens. Yes, the good old spinach, kale, and Swiss chard that your mom used to put on your plate when you were a kid. Turns out she was onto something. Leafy greens are rich in vitamin K, calcium, fiber, and folate, all essential nutrients that help keep our bones strong and our digestion smooth. After 70, one of the sneaky threats to our independence isn't just illness, it's falls. Weak bones, poor balance, and slow recovery times can turn a simple trip in the living room into a long hospital stay. But when you fuel your body with greens, you're building a shield against that risk. Think of it like fortifying a castle. Every bite of spinach or collard greens is like adding another brick to your wall, another layer of protection around you. And it doesn't have to be boring. You can saute them with a little garlic and olive oil, toss them into a hearty soup, or blend a handful into your favorite fruit smoothie. Yes, the sweetness of the fruit masks the taste, and you get the goodness without even noticing. But let's not stop there. If we're building a body that lasts and thrives, we also need to think about how to keep our hearts ticking strong. That's where the next food comes in. Nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. These little powerhouses are full of healthy fats, protein, magnesium, and antioxidants, all crucial for heart health, brain function, and keeping inflammation at bay. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Aren't nuts fattening? And it's true, nuts are calorie dense. But when you enjoy them in moderation, just a small handful a day, they do more good than harm. They can help lower your bad cholesterol, stabilize your blood sugar, and even improve your mood. My neighbor Joe, who just celebrated his 87th birthday, always keeps a little jar of mixed nuts on his kitchen counter. He says it's his energy boost in a jar. Every afternoon around 3 o'clock, when that sleepy feeling creeps in, he grabs a few almonds and walnuts, sits by the window, and soaks in the sunshine with a handful of crunchy goodness. Joe's still driving, gardening, and leading the Wednesday chess games at the local senior center. And I truly believe his daily nut ritual plays a part. Adding berries, leafy greens, and nuts into your daily routine isn't about making huge, overwhelming changes. It's about tiny choices that stack up, day after day, into a life that feels fuller, stronger, and brighter. And the beauty is, it's never too late to start. Your body, your mind. I once met a delightful woman named Rosa during a trip to a local farmer's market. She was 91 years old, walking briskly from stall to stall with a basket full of colorful vegetables and a beaming smile that could light up the whole place. When I asked her the secret to her energy, she laughed and said, "Beans and blessings, dear." She told me she eats beans almost every day, sometimes tossed into a salad, sometimes in a warm soup, and sometimes just simply seasoned with olive oil and herbs. That steady stream of fiber and plant protein, she believed, was part of why she still danced every Friday night at the community hall. And there's real science behind it too. People who follow traditional diets rich in beans, like in parts of the Mediterranean or among the famous Blue Zones communities, have some of the highest rates of healthy aging and longevity in the world. Their bodies stay leaner, their hearts beat stronger, and their risk for diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure drops dramatically. Now, I know that for some, beans have a bit of a reputation for causing, well, let's just call it digestive discomfort. But the trick is to start small and let your body adjust. Rinsing canned beans thoroughly or soaking dried beans overnight can help reduce that issue. And before you know it, your digestion will actually start improving thanks to the fiber doing its gentle magic inside you. So imagine this. You've got the sweet, juicy goodness of berries, the green strength of leafy vegetables, the crunchy vitality of nuts, and the grounding energy of beans all working together in your daily life. Each one adding a little more sparkle to your step, a little more protection to your body. But there's one more food I want to share with you, one that not only supports your body but lifts your spirit too. It's something so simple, so comforting, that it often gets overlooked. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These fish are incredibly rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are like liquid gold for your brain, your heart, and even your joints. Omega-3s reduce inflammation throughout the body, help keep your mind sharp, and even play a role in keeping your mood steady and positive. You know, there's something deeply satisfying about sitting down to a tender piece of grilled salmon or a cozy bowl of fish stew on a cool evening. It's not just about the taste, it's about feeding your brain, nourishing your heart, and giving your body the healthy fats it craves to function at its best. I remember my own grandfather, who lived a vibrant, active life well into his late 90s. Every Sunday, he would prepare a simple lunch, a small piece of baked fish, a salad drizzled with olive oil, and a slice of crusty bread. Nothing fancy, nothing fussy, just real food, prepared with love. He believed that meals like that were part of what kept him strong, steady, and smiling right up until his final days. And if you're not a big fish lover, that's okay. There are ways to ease into it. You can start with something gentle like canned tuna, mixed with a little light mayonnaise and lemon, or try a small portion of salmon grilled with herbs. Even once or twice a week can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. By now, you can probably feel the pattern weaving itself together. Simple foods, natural foods, foods that your body recognizes and loves. Each one is like a little gift you give yourself every day. A vote for more energy, clearer thinking, stronger muscles, steadier balance, and, most importantly, more precious time to spend doing the things you love with the people who matter most. It's not about making huge, overwhelming changes. It's about nudging your habits, little by little, toward choices that honor the incredible journey you've been on and the wonderful years still ahead. It's about treating your body not as something that's worn out or too old, but as a treasure chest that's carried you through a lifetime and deserves all the care and respect you can give it. Adding berries, greens, nuts, beans, and fish to your diet isn't a burden. It's a blessing. It's like watering a beautiful, sturdy tree that's weathered 100 seasons and still has plenty of life to share. Every meal becomes a chance to say to yourself, I am still growing, I am still strong, I am still here. And that, my friend, is one of the most powerful feelings in the world. Now that we've explored the 5 wonderful foods that can help you boost your energy, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your body after 70, Let's talk for a moment about how small daily changes built around these foods can create ripple effects. You'll feel not just next week, but for years to come. To create ripple effects, you'll feel not just next week, but for years to come. And it starts so much simpler than most people think. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight or become a master chef. You don't have to stress over counting calories or chasing down exotic superfoods you can barely pronounce. Real change happens in the small, quiet moments. It happens when you choose a handful of berries over a sugary snack, when you reach for a few crunchy walnuts instead of another cookie, when you slip a handful of spinach into your morning omelet. These are the tiny victories that, when added up day after day, shape a stronger, healthier, more joyful future. You might not feel a massive transformation tomorrow, and that's okay. Longevity isn't about quick fixes. It's about setting the course of your life just a few degrees better today and letting time work its magic. Picture it like steering a ship at sea. If you adjust the wheel just a little bit, even a tiny nudge, you end up somewhere completely different after a while. Somewhere brighter, safer, healthier. That's what these small changes do. They gently, quietly guide you toward more days filled with energy. More mornings where your joints ache a little less. More afternoons where your mind feels sharp and focused. More evenings filled with laughter instead of fatigue. And perhaps even more importantly, they give you something deeper, the sense of control, the knowledge that you are not at the mercy of aging. You are not a passenger helplessly riding a downhill road. You are still the captain. You can still steer, and you can choose to nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit every single day. Now, some people ask me, is it really worth it? At my age, can a few berries or a piece of fish really make that much of a difference? And my answer, every time, is an emphatic yes. Because the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. To fill your days with more movement, more memory, more laughter, more peace. I once spoke with a wonderful man named Henry, who started making small changes to his eating habits at 78. At first, he was skeptical. He joked that he was too old to be swapping cookies for carrots. But a few months in, he told me something I'll never forget. He said, "You know, I don't just feel better, I feel younger." His knees hurt less. His walks around the neighborhood got longer. He found himself remembering little details again, like where he'd left his keys or the punchline to an old family joke. And most of all, he felt proud of himself. He was investing in himself, even when the world around him often whispered that it was too late. It is never too late. Your body listens to everything you do for it. Every good thing you give it, a handful of berries, a plate of greens, a spoonful of beans, is a message that says, I care. I'm not giving up. I'm still building a life worth living. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to do it alone. Share your new habits with a friend, a spouse, a neighbor. Invite someone over for a simple dinner of baked salmon and a spinach salad. Swap recipes. Trade encouragement. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Because here's the truth, health isn't just a private journey. It's a gift you share. When you feel better, you smile more. When you have more energy, you say yes to more adventures. When your heart is strong and your mind is clear, you radiate a kind of joy and vitality that lifts everyone around you. That is what true longevity is about. Not just adding years to your life, but life to your years. So tomorrow morning, when you're choosing what to eat, pause for just a moment. Picture your future self, standing tall, smiling, laughing with loved ones, full of energy and wisdom and peace. Then, make the small choice that moves you one step closer to that vision. Pick up the berries, reach for the greens, grab the handful of nuts, open the can of beans, cook that piece of fish. It might seem like a little thing, but trust me, it's everything. And before I go, I want you to remember this, deep down. You are not done growing. You are not done thriving. No matter what the number on your birthday cake says, you still have so much life to live, so many moments to savor, so many memories yet to create. And by caring for your body with love, kindness, and intention, you give yourself the best chance to experience it all. So take a deep breath, smile at the amazing journey that's brought you this far, and then with a full heart and a hopeful spirit, take the next small step toward an even brighter, healthier tomorrow. If you found something helpful in this video, I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. What new food will you be adding to your plate this week? Your story might just inspire someone else to take their first step too. And if you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more tips, more inspiration, and more encouragement for living your best life. No matter your age, here's to you, to your strength, your spirit, and the incredible journey that still lies ahead. Keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, your best years are not behind you. They are right here, waiting to be lived.